Welcome back, guys. This is Kim Weaves here, and this is why if Naruto was a neglected Hyuga. Anyways, we begin this what if with we begin this what if with Minato being a Hyuga. However, him actually getting kicked out of the Hyuga clan. Well, he wasn't actually kicked out. His parents were, and he was a full Hyuga, so there's no Namikaze blood in him, and basically Naruto. Of course, Kushina is still an Uzumaki, and they do fall in love and everything. But Minato, of course, clearly had the Hyuga eyes, right? But of course, the Hyuga ignored it and didn't care about him up until he became Hokage. When he was making strides in the ninja world, making pretty much stopping the whole entire war by himself. But of course, Minato wasn't he was recognized by the Hyuga clan, and they did ask Minato to return and be called Minato Hyuga, because right now Minato actually doesn't have a clan name. He's just called Minato, no Namikaze, no nothing. But anyways, which is kind of good for Naruto, because when he's born, he won't take the Namikaze name. Even though he will have black hair, he will just be considered as a Hyuga. However, Minato declined the offer from the Hyuga clan, which made them pretty angry, and in the end, of course, they didn't care about Minato anymore. And once Naruto was born, of course, being half half Hyuga and half Uzumaki, I say neglected Hyuga because I'm not going to mention the Uzumaki part too much, except for the chakra, the immense amount of chakra, and of course, Naruto being a Hyuga would have the Byakugan. Anyways, of course, and remember, this is like a hybrid between the Hamura and the Hagoromo's two sides of the family tree or something. Since remember, from Hagoromo, the Uchiha clan and the Uzumaki clan or / Senju clan derived from Hagoromo technically, since he gave birth to, he didn't give birth, but his sons were Ashura and Indra. Indra had the Uchiha clan shit. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't, you can go and check the family trees. There are videos on YouTube, but to just summarize it quickly, from Hagoromo, the Senju and Uchiha clan, and also Uzumaki clan derive. And from Hamura, it's mostly the Hyuga. If you watched Naruto the Last, which I'm pretty sure you should have, because if you went into Boruto, you'd be like, why didn't Naruto marry Hinata? I don't know. Yeah. So if you watch Naruto the Last, you understand that Hinata was meant to be like the Byakugan princess. So, and Hamura's side of the clan, Hamura Otsutsuki gave pretty much birth to the Hyuga clan as a whole. But anyways, of course, him having both chakras gave him would give him something. I'm not gonna say yet, but anyways, of course, Naruto was born as per normal, having black hair here, but he was so he still had the Naruto sealed inside of him, and the story begins. Of course, Naruto pretty much has a pretty rough childhood. First of all, the Hokage did ask the Hyuga clan to take him in as one of their own, since technically he's a Hyuga. However, no, they didn't want him. So, and also because Minato knew how to use the Byakugan really well, and people knew about it, and also the Flying Raijin just makes him OP. Of course, the Hokage people knew that Minato was a Hyuga, even though he never called himself as one. He never considered himself as one, even though using it. He considered himself as one of them, one of a Hyuga clan member. No, not a clan member, but a Hyuga, but not a clan member. He has the Byakugan, but not a part of the Leaf's Hyuga clan. Anyways, now, of course, they didn't take him in. So Naruto had an even rougher childhood, because the Hyuga clan was actually against Naruto's birth as a whole, especially because usually the Hyuga clan always want pure Hyugas, so 100% Hyugas. Remember, this is not Boruto. It's not Naruto hasn't changed them yet, like in Boruto, but the Hyuga clan right now wants 100% Hyuga members. So if anyone has the Byakugan, they have to have 100% Hyuga blood, which makes absolutely no sense to me. They still have the Byakugan. It's just that they have more power since they're a hybrid between a different clan, right? No, of course they want him dead since it gives them a bad name. But of course the Hokage didn't allow it, and pretty much Naruto still meets Hinata. Of course, he's still the Hinata ship will happen here, and because I don't see why I should add a new character or do a different ship. Well, I don't really enjoy doing ships, in my opinion. Well, of course he changes the story a bit here and there, but the ship isn't really needed, especially because we're all here to just know the story, what would happen if Naruto was a Hyuga. Anyways, of course, Naruto grew up pretty much the same, other than him having to always avoid the Hyuga, because once he actually did help Hinata, and he got beaten up for it, and that's why Naruto really keeps his distance with her. And once he's in her class, that's what scares him, because it doesn't scare him, but it kind of makes it a drag for him, because now he has to see the Hyuga clan picking her up every day, and he'd rather not, because they hate him so much that they would just beat the shit out of him for him just breathing. And anyways, now Naruto, of course, is actually called in by the Hokage, saying that Naruto, and of course Hiruzen tells Naruto that pretty much he's in danger. The Hyuga clan doesn't like him, and the Hokage can't always be there to protect him, and because of the circumstances, because of the relationships with the Five Nations right now, it's not at peace. They're at war pretty much. They're not really fighting right now. It's just a little break before the next war. A war is inevitable unless something happens to unite all nations, which is pretty far-fetched from, the Hokage's point of view. He would like that, however, he doesn't see it happening anytime soon. He can see it happening one day, because there are some things that can be done, but right now, it would take decades, and Naruto needs to be protected from the Hyuga clan. That's what he's trying to say. And so he tells Naruto that he'll teach him, he'll train him, and he'll get other people to train him too. Not only him, but of course other people, not from the Hyuga clan specifically, because he can get someone from the Hyuga clan to train him, because not everyone in the Hyuga clan hates him. For example, the one dude that always pretty much the guy that always takes Hinata around when she's a child, he doesn't really hate Naruto. He doesn't see the reason why to hate him, except for him not being a full Hyuga, which makes absolutely no sense to him. And his morals are a bit better than other Hyugas, that's why. And since he's part of more of the newer generation of Hyugas, and this can relate to the Inspector Calls by J.P. Priestley, because one of the themes is socialism versus capitalism. We see in Mr. Burling being the old generation not wanting to change, while Sheila being the new generation wanting to change and wanting to stop the way her father is thinking. After all, he thinks this is all a joke, while Sheila takes this very, very personally, very seriously. Why am I speaking English anyways? As in English, I mean English literature. And anyways, of course, he can see why Naruto... I'm sorry if you guys had to hear that, by the way. I didn't mean it. I really like English literature, that's why. I'm really bad at it though. And anyways, of course, the Hokage actually starts training him in first doing basic jutsus that the academy do, and Naruto's really bad at it. Naruto is really not that good at jutsus. And just saying, here there are only a certain few people who like Naruto. What I mean a neglected Hyuga is that he's neglected by the Hyuga clan, even though being part of them. And anyways, he's going to get his revenge, of course. Not as in kill them all, but you know what I mean. Anyways, Naruto starts training at the age of 9, so a year after the academy, just saying. And he's not really that good at anything right now. But over time, Naruto gets better, and he actually begins training with the Hokage every single day. And the Hokage has some time, not too much time, and when he doesn't, it's actually someone else who trains him. And that one person is actually Kakashi. Kakashi seeing that Naruto being Minato's son and him needing to be protected, him needing to protect himself and so the Hokage is training him. And when he doesn't have time, the Hokage is asking him to train him. He actually sees this as an opportunity to actually repay his sensei for all the things that he's done for him during his time, and how Minato saved him from the Anbu, pretty much, from the dark side, and how he trained him when he was part of his team and everything. But anyways, of course, he actually trains Naruto, and Naruto is actually very strong now. At the age of 10, he already knows how to use his Byakugan perfectly. He knows how to use the 64 palms. Yes, he did learn it. The Hokage has that technique somewhere. Don't ask me. Remember, the Hokage has every single thing from every single clan. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto having the 64 palms makes him a lot stronger than other people. However, his gentle fist is really weak compared to other Hyugas, because no one can teach him the gentle fist. But of course, during this year, the Hokage gets in touch with one of the Hyugas, which actually doesn't hate Naruto, secretly, and asks him to actually teach Naruto how to use the gentle fist perfectly. He tells him that this could be a dangerous mission because the Hyuga clan may find out and actually try to kill him. However, the Hokage promises him that he will do everything in his power to protect him in case this happens. And anyways, of course, the Hyuga actually accepts, not being too scared of his clan, because he understands that Naruto did nothing wrong in his life. He was just born and this. And anyways, of course, he actually begins helping Naruto in learning the gentle fist, and Naruto's actually learning a lot of jutsus. For example, he has the Shadow Clone Jutsu. He already has two chakra natures, wind and lightning. No water yet. I'm pretty sure Kushina has water release, while Minato has lightning and wind. And anywho, of course, now Naruto is learning from two people who have all five nature releases, and of course, he knows how to use wind really well. He knows how to use the wind girl palm and a few other techniques, and he actually learned a few lightning techniques. For example, he's actually learning the Chidori right now. However, he's not really good at it, but he has other techniques. For example, the lightning clone, which is really easy for him. And him and Kakashi actually made the new jutsu, which was actually him slapping his hand onto the ground like it was someone next to summoning jutsu, but from his 5 fingers in his hand, unless he had 6. I'm joking, but I know someone with a 6th finger. I wouldn't say it's a finger. It's like he has another thumb attached to his thumb, but of course he can't really use it. But anyway, basically, he puts his hand onto the ground, and pretty much from his 5 fingers, the lightning goes into the ground and comes out from wherever he wants it to come out from, and pretty much. Anywho, of course, he also and by the way, this was the lightning prison, and also he had the lightning binding, which was basically him using strings and binding someone without them noticing at first, but then once he pulls it, he adds lightning release to it, which actually sorry which actually electrifies that person and paralyzes them. He knows how to add shock releases to kunai's shurikens, swords, anything he uses. He doesn't actually use a sword here. I'm not gonna make some next of Demon Slayer slash Naruto, I think. Again, I did 2 in a row, as in Majiraya one. I'm pretty sure that one comes out before this one, unless I decide to put this one out before that one, which probably I won't. And anyways, of course, Naruto actually does get a lot stronger by this training, and by the age of 11, he already knows how to use. He mastered the gentle fist, and he's actually learning the rotation, which is actually a very, very strong technique. But anyways, now the Hyuga clans never found out about this Hyuga training Naruto, and pretty much it was Naruto. Well, of course, Naruto. No one knew that Naruto can use any Hyuga techniques, but Naruto knows 2 of the strongest techniques from the Hyuga clan: the 64 palms, which he's actually found out about the 128 palms, but he doesn't want to learn it yet because it's a bit hard. But he knows the 64 palms and the rotation. And anyways, now, and his chakra control is very, very, very good. And Naruto now has unlocked another chakra release, which was actually water, and he can use the water shockwave, water dragon jutsu. Also, he actually creates a few new ones. But anyways, he has a lot of the three chakra natures. Well, he has a lot of jutsus from the three chakra natures that he has, and just saying his affinities wind are super normal. And anyways, it was the default that he had. But anyways, now, of course, Naruto and the Hokage actually do one. The Hokage tells Naruto that his training is pretty much over. He's already around high tier Genin level, or he's closing to Chunin slash Jonin level, since he already has three chakra natures, which only Jonin usually have, and Naruto's not even a Genin yet. And anyways, of course, Naruto's happy about this, that he's this strong now, but he wants to get stronger, as in he's not power hungry, but of course he's intrigued by training and getting stronger like this. And anyways, now Naruto and Naruto actually continues going to the academy, and he actually made a few friends, which was actually Hinata. This time he's not scared of the Hyuga clan anymore. Well, he's not particularly scared, but he wasn't afraid of getting beaten the shit out of. That's still kind of that's scared. What am I talking about? But anyways, of course, now Naruto and Hinata are friends, and same as Shikamaru and Choji, as per normal, Shikamaru and Choji will always be Naruto's friends and my wife's. And anyways, now Naruto continues the academy, pretty much being lost in the academy as always, because he doesn't really want to do anything there. He's not bothered, because he already knows what they're gonna teach there. And then now, of course, a year passes, and Naruto is now doing his final exam, which he passes with flying colors. And Mizuki, of course, now we're getting into the first arc of Naruto, or the first villain of Naruto, Mizuki, and pretty much he does ask Naruto to steal the scroll of sealing. And this time, Naruto actually asked Naruto, because Mizuki told Naruto that he could get even stronger, because from what you can see, Naruto seems to be like the strongest in the academy right now, even though he didn't show it at the beginning or up until the end. Of course, he's the strongest. And anyways, now Mizuki could see that, and he tells him that he can get a jutsu that only the full Hokage knew how to use, and he can learn it. And Naruto, of course, is intrigued by this, but of course he does steal it, but he doesn't really want to steal the jutsu right now. Of course, he actually stole it, and told the Hokage that he's only trying to steal it, capture Mizuki. He's trying to lure him in, and the Hokage said, alright, you can take it, but don't do anything bad with it. Then anyways, while Naruto was waiting for Mizuki, of course, at first he thought maybe he should just check out a bit, right? So once he opens it, he sees that there are a few jutsus that he could learn, and the only one that really intrigued him was the Rasengan, because that was the technique that took the full Hokage 3 years to complete, and it's still an incomplete jutsu apparently. So Naruto takes it to complete it, of course, and learn it and master it, and become the strongest to ever use of the Rasengan, just like in the original. But anyways, now Naruto, of course, can you hear that? Sorry. Anyways, of course, Naruto reads it and actually copies it down, and Mizuki then appears and tells him to hand over the scroll, and he won't die, even though he's already planning to kill him. And Naruto says I'm not giving it to you, and Mizuki throws the shuriken at him, which Naruto was actually able to easily catch, and using his Byakugan, literally he caught it, and adding chakra to his hand so he wouldn't get cut. And anyways, Naruto actually squeezes the shuriken so hard that it just breaks, and pretty much Mizuki is confused on how Naruto did it. And anywho, Naruto then takes the scroll back to the Hokage with Mizuki, of course, and Mizuki is questioned of why he stole it or he did this. And Mizuki's I don't know what he really said, but anyways, I think he was working with Orochimaru. Let me check. Yeah, he got involved with Orochimaru or something. But anyways, after this, of course, Naruto the next day actually meets his team for the first time, and of course Kakashi's late. Naruto already knew it was gonna be Kakashi after he found out that he was going to be a Jonin team leader, and no one, Kakashi still hadn't arrived, and the last team is like, oh no. And anyways, of course, Naruto wasn't annoying to Sakura, so Sakura was actually asking him questions too, like, why is he always so silent, or why does he not try to make more friends? And Naruto says there's no need to make more friends when you already have a few who you already trust and enjoy spending your time with. There's no point of wasting more time with other people and try making new friends, since he'd rather use that time to train. Right now, Naruto isn't the best at socializing, and of course, his explanation didn't make too much sense to Sakura. And anyways, now, of course, Kakashi after a bit arrived and he asked for everyone's dreams and ideals, and Naruto says that he wants to become Hokage, especially because he's very intrigued by the stories of the third Hokage and the fourth Hokage and all the other Kages, of course. And anyways, now, sorry, of course, Naruto and all the ideals were the same, or dreams were the same as per normal. And anyways, the next day, of course, Kakashi told them that they will be taking a test to see to see if there was, just a test. He doesn't say what the test is about. The next day, of course, everyone arrives. Naruto actually knew about this test. He already knew what this test was going to be, because he did it multiple times with Kakashi and he already passed. However, of course, Kakashi wasn't really was going to try a bit harder here. And anyways, of course, Naruto wasn't really planning on showing off anything. He wasn't planning on really try harding or anything. But anyways, now, once he saw the two bells, he got confirmation that this is the bell test. But here, Naruto remembers only trying to take the bells. He doesn't remember anything. Well, he didn't know that the test is actually about teamwork. So it's pretty much a new test for him too. And anyways, now, after a bit, Naruto actually does go in the woods, realizing that if these two get the bell before him, he won't be able to pass, and these two pass, and he will return to the academy, which he'd rather not do. And anyway, sorry guys, it's actually really early in the morning. Well, I woke up really early in the morning, around like 8. Usually, I had 2 days off of school, and today I vomited. And then of course, Naruto actually did attack Kakashi after a bit. And realized that Kakashi wasn't going to just allow him to take the bells, and so he started using his Byakugan. And of course, Sasuke and Sakura knew about Naruto's Byakugan, since he's clearly a Hyuga. And anyways, now, of course, Naruto and Kakashi go at it, and Sasuke actually takes this opportunity to attack Kakashi once he sees an opening. Naruto actually made an opening without even realizing it, and Sasuke came in with a fireball jutsu, and he's like, Geni shouldn't be able to do that. And of course, Naruto's like, Geni shouldn't be able to do this either, and pretty much he uses 60 full palms. However, after actually finishing it, Naruto's like, God damn it. And he already knew that this was going to be a substitution, and it was. Kakashi's like, oh, so you noticed before the substitution even finished? Well, impressive, Naruto. And Naruto's like, shut up. And pretty much, because Kakashi actually really loves to make fun of Naruto. Not make fun of, but more like take the piss out of Naruto. And anyways, Naruto and Sasuke actually fought together really well without even noticing, and realized that if they wanted to actually beat him in a fight, they would have to work together. And Kakashi wasn't going to show his Sharingan yet, and Naruto knows about Kakashi's Sharingan by now. But anywho, of course, Sakura actually comes in after a while, actually throwing a few shuriken, and Naruto after this realized that this is the whole point of the test, working together, and says that, Sasuke, I'll make an opening for you. You take the bells and give one to Sakura. And Sasuke's like, wait, what? And Naruto already went, so he had to just go with his plan. And Naruto, using his Byakugan, actually tried using the technique he stole like the 2 days, or not even 2 days, wait, 2 days ago, sorry, and pretty much already mastered the first step and was close to mastering the second step of the Rasengan, which was pretty much bursting the normal balloon. And anyways, of course, Kakashi at first saw a little bit of Rasengan and saw that Naruto was about to smash it into him, but then it disappeared because Naruto actually didn't know how to do it and said this is over and pretty much used the Chidori and he actually nearly stabs Kakashi. Kakashi barely dodges it and then Sasuke comes in with the Five Jutsu, which he dodges again, but Naruto comes in, he actually jumps up in the air. Kakashi jumps up in the air to dodge, but Naruto now Naruto's like, you can't escape now, and pretty much kicks him right in the arm to actually make him go flying down, and Sasuke actually pretty much grabs onto the bells as Kakashi was actually kicked to the ground, and Sasuke steals them mid-air and throws one to Sakura, and pretty much Naruto's like, well done, and Kakashi actually starts laughing and starts clapping after standing up and getting the dust off of himself. And anyways, of course, the dirt. Of course, he says, well done, you all passed with 4 minutes remaining. The teamwork was amazing, and pretty much Naruto's like, I knew it. And Sasuke is like, what do you mean? And pretty much he's like, the whole point of this test was about teamwork. Even if we didn't get the bells and we worked together well, we would pass. And Kakashi says exactly. And anyways, so Sasuke scolds himself. In his mind, I should have realized. And pretty much now Naruto and of course Naruto actually goes off on his own to actually celebrate on his own, pretty much to have Ichiraku around with his friends, and the rest go off their own ways too. And anywho, the next day, of course, Team 7 actually begins doing their missions officially, and of course, Naruto isn't too intrigued by these missions because Naruto actually did do a few of these before actually becoming a Genin, because he actually wanted to, the Hokage actually made him do it just to see how Naruto would do in the D-Rank mission, and Naruto could do this easily. However, here, he actually helps his team finish this mission quickly so they can get another one. But Kakashi says we're gonna do one for today, so for today we're done, you can go. And pretty much Naruto's I was like, God damn it. And anyways, Team 7, of course, Kakashi was about to go away. However, then Naruto's like, wait, our sensei, shouldn't you be at least training us? And Kakashi's like, you. And Naruto's like, maybe not me, but these two, they can get really strong, they have potential. And pretty much Sasuke's like, what do you mean? And Naruto's like, well, he already I'll train with you guys too, of course. I'm just saying he should be training us. And Sasuke's like, you got a point there. And pretty much after this, Kakashi actually does begin training Team 7. However, that is where I'm going to end off. I know it wasn't even an hour, it was like half an hour, but I'm not feeling the best I did for me today, and I'll try to make the next part really long, because I think this will be another 3-part series. It will vary depending on my mood this week. And anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs. Don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet, anyone want to treat, also my friend Hxmesh, and the second channel DB Lover. And don't forget to follow Shokiro on Instagram, follow me on Instagram even if I don't post. And don't forget to get your good quality anime merch from Beautiful Halo, and get 5% off on your next $99 plus order with 5% off on your next $49 plus order with the code MEME, MEME, and 10% off on your next $99 plus order with the code MEMES, MEMES. And you can get some good quality lamps from lamptee.com. I got myself a Luffy lamp, and you can get any type of anime lamp, any type of lamp, anything you search up. If it's there, you can get it. And anyways, you can get, on lamptee.com, you can get 10% off on any of your orders, no matter the price, with the code LAMPTEE-the King of Weebs. It's spelled LAMPTEE-the King of Weebs. The L in LAMPTEE is capital, and the King of Weebs, everything there is capital except for O and F. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and peace.